Hi, everybody. Welcome to Baseball Discourse. It's March Madness, so what better time than to look at one of the great coaches in college basketball history who was a big baseball fan, and that is Jim Valvano. Let me give you a little background. When I began broadcasting for the Kinston Blue Jays in 1983, I actually was in North Carolina when the North Carolina State Wolfpack were playing the national championship game against Houston, and Jim Valvano was the coach. And North Carolina State won that game, won the national championship, and to actually be in North Carolina during that period was really exciting. Fast forward to 1986. I'm broadcasting Richmond Braves games, the AAA affiliate for the Atlanta Braves at the time, with the voice of the Braves, Bob Black. And who should visit our broadcast booth but Jim Valvano? Here is that interview. Valvano talks about baseball, his beloved 1959 Chicago White Sox, and a lot more. Enjoy the interview.
Bob, we have a gentleman in our broadcast booth we may keep here for a while.
Well, we're 1 for 1 so far. Here's a pitch outside. It's 2-0.
Since he showed up, Cliff Speck has struck out the side, and Trench Davis has a leadoff single. He, of course, is Jim Valvano, the head coach of North Carolina State's basketball team, who threw out the first ball tonight. Coach, what brings you to Richmond?
Throw out the first ball. I'm trying to help the Braves. I'm undefeated. I went to Atlanta last year and threw out the ball. They played the Dodgers and won it in the bottom of the ninth. So I'm undefeated, and I fully expect a victory.
There goes Davis. The pitch is a strike. The throw to second. They got him. Fine throw by Darren Loy right on the bag to Gibbs Seibert, and Davis is caught stealing.
Analyze that play, Coach.
That was not a fine throw. That was excellent. He had the base stolen, and the guy put it right there. Any place else, the guy's safe. I love baseball, and this is, let me say, an absolutely beautiful park because it's high. No strike. Oh, my goodness. I was going to say high and inside. Who is that ref? Or I was just with Augie Donatelli. He said, what's going on here? Oh, wasn't that inside? I'm like, sure, you better call time.
Listen, anybody who knows Augie Donatelli has to be a baseball fan. How far do you go back?
This is my passion. As a swinging, he struck out. First pitch was a strike on a steal, too.
Yep.
Oh, that's it. We all do that in baseball. Take a right. Take a quick right. I grew up in New York, and I can't imagine a greater time for baseball. We had the Giants with Willie Mays in center. We had the Yankees with the Mick, and we had the Duke running around Ebbets Field. And I frequented every single weekend this summer. You'd have about 26 Italian kids from my neighborhood get on the subways, and we'd go watch the greatest baseball in the world. And everybody was, the Yankees was super then. The greatest art. You want to have an argument? Just go stand in the corner and say, who's the best? Would you trade the Mick for Willie? What, are you kidding me? It was nuts, right? And Yankees were super. I went to Joe DiMaggio's last game as play my father, Rocco Valvano. Obviously, Joe D was God in the neighborhoods we grew up in. And in 1951, his last game, when the Mick came up, my dad brought me to Yankee Stadium, and I've had a love affair with baseball ever since I can remember. Our baseball coach at NC State, Sam Esposito, played for the White Sox in '59, the Go-Go Sox, when they went to the World Series, lost to the Dodgers. And my national championship ring that I wear is an exact replica of the '59 American League White Sox championship, because that's how much I respect Sammy. So this park is the best I've seen. This is absolutely gorgeous. Everybody should be so proud of it. I haven't tasted the dogs yet. I got to find out, see what they're like.
That is the true test.
That's the true test. See what the dogs are. I'll tell you how much we love baseball in my family. My younger brother, foul back. My younger brother last summer spent the whole summer, because this is something I wanted to do, and then I got married. You're not allowed to do these things when you get married. He spent the summer going to see a Major League Baseball game in every park.
Outstanding.
And that was my dream. But my wife said I'm not allowed to do that anymore. You got to grow up. I don't know why.
Coach, I know you're busy. A couple of more questions in relation to basketball. What kind of a recruiting year was it for NC State?
In May, everything's always great. Our players are great. Recruits are great. I've never lost a game in May. We expect to be undefeated again. As we get close to the season, the freshmen look like freshmen, and I start to worry. We had a good recruiting year. The name of a kid, Rodney Monroe. Remember that name. He's an outstanding player. Pitch. This guy's good. Who's his pitcher?
Marvin
Freeman. They call him Starvin' Marvin. He's 6'7" and 200 pounds.
Wow. Well, he looks.
And he
I
can
mean,
dunk.
tell me about him. Is he a prospect? He seems
yes,
to be.
He's a prospect.
He did a nice job there. Changed his speed. Last pitch, he slowed up on that curveball. Boom, strikeout.
2-0 in the big leagues with Philadelphia, and he'll be back. No question about that.
He's good.
Coach, a final question. They get us up in Charlottesville. Any message for your ACC counterparts up in Virginia?
Well, the only thing I can say is they've got Terry Holland is a super basketball coach, but they got to worry about right now Dick Schultz, who is a great AD, who is on everybody's list for, if not the NCAA boss, the commissioner of our conference. So that says an awful lot for the kind of job that he's done, and it's nice to come this area, although Virginia always beats us. And if they beat us twice a year, I always know we're going to have a pretty good year. It seems to work out that way. But, hey, thanks for having me up here. I got to go. How come I don't hear, get your whole beer here? Get your hot dog. How come? What is this? I can't be at a park and say, whole beer here? My greatest thrill in all of baseball was, I'm going to tell you this, then I'm going to go. All right, I was a member and got on the field for Happy Felton's not whole game. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Sir.
You
Happy
put your
Felton's
uniform
not
on,
holding. That's
and you
right.
go to Evans Field and you pick out and caught a few. Hey,
Yeah.
now you're talking, babe.
Now
I
you're
mean,
talking.
right here.
Yeah.
That's it. What can I tell you? That's all I know.
Coach, thanks very much for
Thank
dropping
you.
by.
Real pleasure.
Take care.
Well, there you have it. Our interview with Jim Valvano, this edition of Baseball Discourse. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. We are also in podcast form. Just go to baseballdiscourse.com. And again, thanks for your support.